So how many gates are there in heaven? New Jerusalem. Revelations 21 verse 12 for reference. What is heaven? Genesis 1, we see in the beginning God created the heavens. Heavens being plural, meaning there are multiple heavens. Jubilees 2 verse 4, he created the firmament. In Hebrew, that's shamayim, meaning expanse or something spread out. Also, we have Job 37 verse 8, and I'll read the verse to you in Job 37 verse 18, and it reads in Job 37 verse 18 for reference. Hast thou with him spread out the sky, which is strong and as a molten looking glass? Also, another reference we have in Isaiah 40 verse 22, where it reads, pull up the verse for you again, 40 verse 22 in Isaiah says, It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in. So that again referencing the expanse or the firmament, and also to add, there are waters which cause the flood in Genesis 1 verse 2. So if we just jump to Genesis just to give reference, 1 verse 2, it reads, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. That's where the waters which caused the flood. And if we go to, again here, the testament of Levi, which is Levi's testament 2 verse 6 and 7, and behold, the heavens were opened, again plural, and an angel of the Lord spoke to me, said, Levi, Levi, enter. And I entered the first heaven, and I saw there much water suspended, again referencing the waters from Genesis 1 verse 2. Then again in the testament of Levi 2 verse 8 and 9, and again I saw a second heaven, much brighter and lustrous, for there was a measureless height in it. And I said to the angel, Why are these things thus? And the angel said to me, Do not be amazed concerning this, for you shall see another heaven more lustrous and beyond compare. And also we have 2 Corinthians 12 verse 2 to 4. God knoweth such a one caught up to the third heaven. And again Ephesians 4 verse 10. He that descended is the same also that ascended up far above all heavens. So again, just reference that there are multiple heavens, not just one heavens, as we've been doctrined to believe. And here's just an example of what the Bible describes the earth as being, where we see here Sheol, the waters above and below, the floodgates, because obviously the flood happened. Then the firmament and the sun and the moon, which are local to us, they're not as far as they are as we have been taught to believe. And then it shows the earth also. And here's more reference again. If we look, we have there's reference with the image on the right with the ancient Israelite cosmology, showing the firmament, referencing it with the Bible verses again. The firmament, the circle of the earth, the foundations of the earth, foundations of heaven, the chaos dragon, which I myself have not heard of yet, but I will do some research into that. The windows of heaven, the realm of God, waters above. Yes, all shown in these two images here, is described according to the Bible, not according to man's word, but according to the Bible. And just to point out that denominations are neither biblical nor godly. No, not at all. They're not biblical. Reason why I say this is because obviously we've been doctrined to, levitate towards these denominations, which are lies brought by Jesuit priests, just like they did in the Congo with the Bantu people, where it's even said that King Leopold himself said, we already knew Zambia. We already knew the Most High. They taught us Christianity and brought us Christianity, these Jesuit priests. So, even in saying that, Ezekiel 48 verse 31, now the gates of the city shall be according to the names of the tribes of Israel. As you can read that again. Now the gates of the city shall be according to the names of the tribes of Israel. And my reference, again, because you have to break down the Bible with the Bible, precept upon precept, line upon line, it had a great and high wall and had 12 gates. And at the gates 12 angels and names inscribed, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the sons of Israel. Revelations 21 verse 12. It doesn't say the names of the denominations. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say any of the such. It says the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. So even in these denominations that our people are lost in, and again, Hosea 4 verse 6, it literally says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. So we must understand, if we read, and this is the scripture I'm reading, it says the names which, and the names inscribed, which are the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. So, as it says here, the 12 gates of the kingdom of heaven are only for who? For Israel. Because it's as we go back to that same verse again. It's the names inscribed, which are the names of the 12 tribes. They're not the names of these of the denominations that we see here. They're not those, because these won't save you. These are things that man has created. These are man-made religions, and religion itself is a man-made doctrine. It's not according to the Bible. So we must understand that we need to come out of these Babylonian ways. As it even says, I believe it's in Revelations 18 verse 4, it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not her plagues. So as we have been stuck in the doctrine of Babylonian doctrine, as we've been stuck in the doctrine of Babylon, where we follow their customs, follow our oppressor, believe in what our oppressor has told us, and not done the research for ourselves. As again, it says, Hosea 4 verse 6, where people perish because of lack of knowledge. So you have this knowledge now. You have to understand, who are you according to the Bible? Because we all come from Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Well, not all, but we fall under those three people. So you must ask yourself, who am I according to the Bible? Which gate is it that I will be going to? Because again, it's only, as it says, it's only for the tribes of Israel. So where is Christianity in that? Where are the Catholics? Where are the Protestants? Where are the Pentecostals? Where are the Orthodox? Where are the Methodists? Where are the Baptists? Adventists? Where are they? They're not inscribed on the 12 gates. They're not inscribed there. So again, the 12 gates are for Israel. Shalom. Shalom.